Hi there, welcome back to the Crypto Dave YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about PIVX and more specifically the recent update to PIVX which incorporated privacy features within the kind of coin, and that's via the Zerocoin protocol. And today I just really wanted to talk through what they've done and some of the knock-on effects that you might be seeing in your wallet, and particularly if you stake your PIVX. So some of the negative effects it potentially has had. So that's what I want to talk through today. For those of you who don't know a lot about PIVX, the website is pivx.org. You can see it here. It's basically it's a coin that stakes. It has a mixture of wallet staking and master nodes that they try and reach a kind of balance. So if there's a lot of masternodes and very few people staking through their wallets, then the rewards for masternodes will go down. If on the other hand there's a lot of wallets staking but there's very few masternodes, then the rewards for masternodes will go up. So this is one of the kind of features of it. It also it split from Dash originally, but it's got quite an active kind of developer base, and recently they've been talking about implementing sort of privacy within the coin, as a lot of different coins seem to be going down that road now. And what happened was that on the 17th of October they implemented the Zerocoin protocol, and you can read more about that on their website here. I'll put all these links below, but it's just pivx.org/xPIV. And basically, PIV is the original currency, and xPIV is a Zerocoin version of PIV. So basically, if you want to send anonymously, your PIV will be converted into xPIV, and then it will be sent via xPIV, and that's what gives some of the anonymity. But there is a lot of information here on the white paper. But what seems to have happened, and I'll just show you my wallet quickly to give you an idea. So let me just jump over to my desktop. So you can see here, this is my PIVX wallet, and this is, so at the top here you've got PIVX balance, and then you've got a Zerocoin balance and combined balances. And what you can see, my total was 352.73, and that's made up of a mixture of 285, just over 285 PIVX and 67 xPIV. Now the issue is well, there's two issues really. People's wallets. So if you have a recent wallet, your PIV, about 10% was the idea behind it, and there were some issues with that. Some people saw up to maybe 40% of their coins being auto-minted over to xPIV. And there's two issues really behind that. One, xPIV does not stake. So if you have, before this happened, I had 350 coins staking. As I said, I don't really have enough coins to have, reliable staking anyway. But if you had, many thousands, you may well be quite annoyed, particularly if 40% of your coins had migrated over to xPIV, because the xPIV coins don't stake, so you're losing out initially on that. As you can see, it should have been 10%. I got about 19% of mine auto minted over to xPIV. The other issue is that you get charged a fee every time there's a conversion from PIV to xPIV, and you can have a look at the transactions here and see what's happened. And I didn't instigate any of these transactions. So on the 17th, just about 5:30 in the morning, 10 of my PIV converted over to xPIV, and you can see here the amount 10.01. So the 0.01 is the fee for doing this. So not only has it converted, so it did 10, another 10, then there were 3 lots of 10 which failed for some reason, another lot of 10 which worked, another one which failed, 3 more lots of 10 which failed, and then a 5, a 1 and a 1. And the issue here is that you've got 1% fee on, it's converting 1 PIV over, and it's charging me 1% of the 0.01 of a PIV to convert it over. So that's the thing that's annoyed a few people. But this is basically what the new kind of wallet looks like, and this is kind of maybe what you'll see if you do open it up for staking now. You'll see that you've got your total here, and minus the small amounts that it's used as fees. And just if I pop the calculator on here, you can see this is how many coins I actually had before. So I had 352.81 or 0.82 rounded up, and I've now got 352.73. So it's not a huge amount, but it's something that was done without anybody's real kind of like knowledge, or a lot of people didn't have any idea this was going to happen before it did, which I think has angered some people. So what can you do about it? So we jump back over to Chrome. So as I said here, there's information here on the technical white paper. It's quite interesting. It talks about the auto minting down here somewhere. So it's how Zerocoin protocol works, and then here's how the xPIV auto mint works, and then it's got some info at the bottom. But this is one that's annoyed people. Can I stake my xPIV balance? Unfortunately, xPIV staking is not currently available, but it is under consideration for future revisions. So as a coin that promotes itself as a coin for staking, to automatically take 10% of your coins and move them over into something that won't stake, seems to be a bit of a shot in the foot, to be honest. There's another update here on the xPIV release. There were some issues with the actual kind of release. So some people, as I said here, were seeing as much as 40% auto minted when the idea behind was to create 10% xPIV originally. So there were some other issues, but a patch was rolled out there. And then on the Reddit forum, you can see there's some people here, talking about this. And this is somebody who I think, is probably someone like a lot of people. If you're using PIVX to buy things to transfer kind of coin, you want the privacy features. Obviously, the auto minting may be, a really nice feature. But if you're just, you've just got kind of PIVX in a wallet and you're just staking them, you're not going to be particularly happy when a lot of them are disappearing from the ability to stake, and then B, you're getting charged for that. Anyway, but you can turn off the auto mint function. So if you look at this, somebody's put here, it's PIVX support have replied and said, to disable the auto mint, put the following line in your config file: enable zero mint equals 0. And then it's like, please note that while xPIV conversion has a fee, spending them does not incur a fee. The initial fee is there to avoid a spam attack, since there is blockchain space cost to mint xPIV. So once they've been converted over into xPIV, you can spend them without any further fees. But I think the issue for a lot of people is that stuff was converted over in the first place when potentially they didn't want them to, or had no idea that it was going to happen. But anyway, let's have a go now at enabling the zero mint function, and let's see how we get on with that. So I'll just jump back over to my desktop machine and we'll have a crack at that. So we're back over here on my desktop machine where I have my PIVX core wallet, and what you need to do in order to stop auto minting is to put this phrase into your PIVX conf file. So if we just copy that and then jump back over, what I'll do is I'll just close down the wallet. So wait for that to close down, and I actually went to the folder earlier. So if you're on Windows, it's normally in the app data roaming folder, and it's PIVX, and then within that we've got pivx.conf. So if you just edit that, and I've just put that in, I've already got that open. So I've just enabled that line. So enable zero mint equals 0. If you save that and then close that down, double check it, saved, OK. And then if we open up PIVX again, so just wait a second for this to open up. Right, so the wallet's now opened back up. It looks exactly the same as it did before. Certainly the coins that have been converted from PIV to xPIV are still there, and I'll look to maybe move those back over. So you can convert your xPIV back over to PIV. So that's what I'll do. I'm just going to check the settings and have a look at the options. So there is an option here within settings options, percentage of auto minted xPIV. I don't know if we put 0 there, that would make a difference. Active, it does have here, this is a bit weird, so it says active command line options that override the above. Now I would have anticipated my do not auto mint to show up here. So if we go back to options, it seems to have increased that to 11 now. 10's the lowest it can be, seemingly. It's not very intuitive. You're looking at a post on a Reddit forum where somebody's like, oh yeah, you just do this and it won't happen. And then, when you look in the wallet, the wallet is saying that there is no active command line option that's overriding. So I have no idea whether it still will auto mint, or whether, that has actually kind of worked. So, altogether, it's a pretty shoddy implementation to do something, make such a big change without telling people what will happen. Just going to open that up, enable zero mint, just check there's no spelling mistakes or anything like that. let me exit the wallet and I'll open it up again. Bear with me 2 minutes. So I'll be back in a sec once it's opened up again, and we'll see if that shows up this time. So welcome back again. The wallet's opened up. I've unlocked it for staking. So let's have another look in options, and the same as before. So active command line options that override the above options is none. So it doesn't look like it's picked that up, or if it has picked that up, there's no way of knowing that it's picked it up, which is, you know, pretty shoddy, I think. What I'll try and do now quickly, let's see if we can send back this xPIV back into my PIV wallet, and then we will see if it tries to auto mint again. So if I can move it back and then it doesn't auto mint, then I presume it is picking up that you know, that function. So let's have a look at the privacy tab now. Spend Zerocoin without pay to address creates payments to yourself. So that's possibly what I want to do. So 67. Let's just do that. No pay to create in local payment. Are you sure you want to send xPIV to a newly generated, unused and therefore anonymous local address with security level 1? Well, let's give it a go. Failed to find coin set amongst held coins with less than max number of spends. I don't know what that means even. Failed with status 7 message. Failed to find coin set amongst held coins. The whole thing is not intuitive at all. You know, it's converted these coins to xPIV. There's no seemingly easy way within the wallet to say stop doing it automatically. You know, when we looked at the options here, you couldn't get that less than 10. You know, if we put that to 5,000, this is something else I read. So some people was like, if you don't want it to auto mint as much, set it to a really high figure, and then, you know, obviously I don't have 5,000 coins, so maybe it will stop it doing that. But there's no easy way to turn it off, which there should be. There should be a, you know, do you want to auto mint section, yes or no, which there isn't. There was no simple way here, which is the privacy bit with all these xPIV coins. So available balance. Let's get rid of that. Let's just spend them. Pay to. Let's give it another go. Failed to select a Zerocoin. So, okay, so you have to select the ones you want to send back. I have 67 altogether. The amount I want to send is 67. Let's just do less. Let's say I want to send 50 back. Spend, no pay address, local payment. Failed to find coin set amongst it with the maximum. It's just, it's so unintuitive. It's, you know, I now have xPIV coins that I don't know what I mean, I don't want to spend them, so they're of no use to me. It's cost me money to obtain them. I can't stake with them. The whole thing is a bit of a nonsense, to be honest. I'm sorry that this hasn't been particularly useful. I was hoping, you know, I've told you what's going on, but, you know, I was hoping to be able to, you know, show you how to kind of get around some of these things, how to move stuff back into your balance so you could stake, and that, you know, has not been possible. I will do some more reading up on this, and I will do a follow-up video as and when I can find out how you actually kind of move your xPIV back into the main wallet, and how you know whether you have, you know, stopped auto minting and all those kind of bits and pieces. But anyway, I'm sorry this hasn't been as useful as possibly I hoped it would be. But if you have logged into your PIVX wallet and you're now like, you know, you didn't know what was happening, hopefully this will, you know, just give you a little bit of an overview about what is happening, even if I can't at present tell you how to stop it happening. But anyway, I hope it's been at least somewhat useful. Have a great day, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.